Hey everyone, we're finally ready for the start of a new Major League Baseball season, and that means another exciting new season of the Keith and Cannella Show. For Steve Cannella, I'm Ted Keith, and we're ready to start talking about actual baseball here, thank goodness. I know the storyline that most people are going to be focusing on when games start on Tuesday isn't even a game that starts on Tuesday, it's a game on Wednesday involving the New York Yankees, because that means Alex Rodriguez is back. Putting aside your general malaise and exhaustion for all things A-Rod, what do you make of the fact that he's taking Tuesday off and then DHing when he finally does play Wednesday?
I had no idea A-Rod was coming back this year. When was this announced? This is news to me. I don't know if there's a lot to make of it just yet. This is the first game of spring training, first week of spring training. I think it says more that A-Rod's going to be DHing in that game. He's not going to be playing the field. I think A-Rod better get used to that DH spot. I don't think he's going to see a lot of third base this year. And I think what the Yankees are looking for, they don't care if he plays Tuesday, they don't care if he plays Wednesday. They just want to see if he can swing the bat because they really need him to produce at, if not A-Rod levels of past years, at least half of what A-Rod used to be able to give them to earn some of that money. And also their lineup needs the production. They're really short on bats right now. So A-Rod's got a lot riding on this spring. It all starts Wednesday. I can't wait to keep talking about him for the rest of the spring.
Yeah, there's never been a player like this that we are so eagerly anticipating a few at-bats in spring training. Another big name coming back to New York this year, obviously Matt Harvey. We get our first look at him on Friday against David Price of the Detroit Tigers. Both those guys have kind of a big year ahead. Price is going to be a free agent. Harvey is returning from Tommy John surgery. We know this is just a spring training game. This is not going to, make the earth wobble on its axis or anything like that. But of those two guys, who are the ones that you're most sort of feeling like has to prove themselves this year? Is it the guy facing free agency or the guy coming back from injury?
I think Matt Harvey, the guy coming back from Tommy John, he's going to get a little bit of a free pass. No matter how he pitches, he's going to be kept on a tight leash, come back from injury. If he struggles, he can say, hey, look, I haven't pitched in the year, I've been hurt. David Price has got a contract riding on his performance this year. He's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. And the Tigers, once again, I feel like we say this every year, the Tigers are World Series contenders. They have potentially one of the best rotations of the game if David Price pitches the way he can and the way he did for most of last year for Tampa and for Detroit. I think David Price has a lot riding on this year, both to make some money down the road and also for Detroit's performance in 2015.
Yeah, we've been waiting for so long for him to actually get to free agency.
Going to happen one of these days.
Yeah, it's finally going to happen, and he's finally going to get a chance to pitch a full season for the Detroit Tigers. We'll see how that goes. For Steve Cannella, I'm Ted Keith.